Well, hi everyone. Welcome to sunny Scotland. I'm Urban Girl and welcome to my channel. I've come out today to concentrate on setting up the tarp in another configuration. So let's find a nice spot and we'll see how we get on with that. It's a fairly brisk day and I didn't bring anything to cook for lunch today because I really want to concentrate on the layout for the shelter. I sometimes find when you come out, although you watch and research some of the tarp layouts, when you come out it's harder than you think. Well, there's a definite chance that it's going to rain. It was raining earlier. It's not forecast again, but it's a bit of a dreich day. So I'll go to one of my favourite spots where hopefully the ground's fairly flat and we'll crack on with setting up the tarp. So this is the spot I've chosen and I need a couple of fairly strong sticks for this layout, so I need to find them as well and just make sure I've got them the right size and hopefully that they're strong enough. I mean, the problem with using a lot of the dead wood is it's punky and it ends up breaking, as you saw in my video the last time I set up with the stick pole. But I'm going to give it another go anyway and crack on, see how we get on. It's a fairly brisk cold day, so but no doubt we'll heat up once we get moving. That's a good stick, but it's too short. That one's good, but too punky. Too punky. Mostly just getting the big sticks out of the way to get the tarp down. There's plenty of other wood around here, so we'll see if we can find something that's going to be a decent contender. I'm not going to lay out the tarp till I get the sticks because there's no point, because once I get cracking with it I want the sticks to be quickly deployed. So what I've also done is I've matched a formula to the tarp layout. It's not a mathematical formula, it's just a points formula so that I know where to stake it. So I'm hoping that's going to help me on the field just be a bit quicker in the deployment. If I manage it, I'll put a wee graphic up so that you can see what I did and how I decided on that formula. So need to find these sticks. Okay, I've got two fairly good contenders, so that's the rain on. This one's a bit more flexible than the other one, but we'll give it a try anyway. that should do. The other one's definitely a bit stronger. So this one's good because that's got a wee point that could tie the string off. This one doesn't really. I'm just going to get the saw and try and make a wee notch on this one. This one's probably a bit taller than that one actually. Yeah. I'll maybe even them out so that they're the same size. I don't think it really matters though, to be honest. But anyway, for aesthetic reasons, we'll go for it. Hopefully that rain's going to stay off till we get set up, at least. Not bad. Just notching that out with a knife. I don't think we need to go too deep because it's not for overnight or anything, it's just to hold on to the shelter. So that should do it. So that's the tarp on the ground, and then I'm going to put in the two main points, and then try and put the poles in with the guy lines. Loads of dogs out as always. Anyway, let's crack on. Rain's getting a bit heavier. So really need to crack on with this. Hopefully you can see that taking shape. The rain's really quite heavy now. Take that down now so that I can put my stuff in. Because that rain's getting quite bad. That'll keep it out of the wet at least. Better. Keep that out of the rain, that's the main thing. stick. It's not really strong enough for this wind. I knew it was going to rain today anyway, so but I wanted to take my time with this, which is why I'm not cooking any lunch today. Because I really want to take my time getting this right. Even if it is raining. Just a few more finishing steps and that's us. I totally forgot I need another stick for the front. You can tie it to a tree, but I'm not sure that I'll reach that tree. I could try it with the... I could try reaching that tree with the bungees though. But I mean, there are loads of sticks. Put one of the tie-outs on the front, but I want to try and do the back one first, because I really do need to get some tension on that one. Get any. I'm better off with those yellow pegs, they're better for this kind of ground. So although it's cold and wet and rainy, I'm boiling. We all the jumping about, but that's good. I'll bring you around in a minute, and once we, you know, get the front set up, we're nearly there. Yeah. I think that would probably be better if it was up high. This is going to be tight, but we'll see. How I'm going to do it, I don't quite know. Kind of difficult to get both of them at the same time. Oh, I know I can make this one longer, yeah, Daddy. There we go. Right, we should just about reach. There we go. Better. Oh, well, that was a casualty that was easily going to happen. But we're not too worried about that. We can sort that quickly. Hopefully. Right. Final is do the front, and I need to go and find another good stick for that. So there we go. You missed that wee bit, the last setup, getting the last stick, because I pressed the photo button instead of the video button. So you missed that bit, but I did manage to cut my finger in the process. Anyway, it's not bad. Well, that's it set up. 2:15, so I figure that probably took me about an hour. I reckon that was about an hour I spent right enough, just between finding the sticks and then fine tuning the layout. So probably not an ideal amount of time to spend setting up, but you know, who cares? I wanted to try and make sure it was a good job. So that's it. You can see what it looks like. Couple of wee tension issues here and there, but nothing to write home about. So I'm not going to foot about with it too much now. It's late in the afternoon, and you know, we don't have a lot of daylight. Well, a couple of hours, but I'd rather just get hunkered in there now and settle down and relax for a bit. Okay, I might adjust that side slightly because it is annoying me. That's why it takes you an hour, because you end up footering about for ages. But yeah, I'll tension out that other side a wee bit. Well, there we go, that's it. All the fine tuning's done. I'll show you the back. Tensioned that out to the tree. Obviously there's not a straight tension there, but that's because my poles are a bit bent, my sticks. I mean, I could have used a ridge line, I suppose, and set it a bit further back, but I wanted to try it out with the two poles, see how we get on. Well, that's it. I'm going to set my chair up. I think I deserve a seat after that hard work. I really like this setup because you've got loads of headroom, and you've got the shelter on two sides from the wind in the back, so good setup. Let's get the chair up. Well, I went for a nice wander and gave my hands a wee wash with that water that I had with me. It would have been nice to have a fire because it's a wee bit chilly. It's not freezing cold, but it's a wee bit chilly. But I wanted to spend most of my time setting up the shelter today, so not too worrying about a fire. I've got my blanket anyway, so I can wrap up in that blanket and stay cosy. I'm going to just eat my lunch. It's just a ready-made cold lunch I've got with me. As I said, I wasn't going to do any cooking this afternoon, so I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my lunch and enjoy the view and the woods. You do get a slight bit of traffic noise here, but and a wee bit of the overhead aircraft now and again. So yeah, we'll get wrapped up a bit and put my hat on. That'll keep a lot of my body heat in. So, put on a few more layers and wrapped up a bit. Keep warm. Without a fire, do everything. Put on as many layers as possible. It is quite windy today and it's damp, so you know, the damp and the cold air kind of, you know what it's like, it blows through your bones. Especially when you sit still, that's the thing, you know, if you're sitting still, then you definitely feel it a lot more, as opposed to, you know, when you're wandering about or setting up the tarp and stuff, because obviously all that activity keeps you warm. So yeah, time for lunch. I'll get the blanket wrapped around me and just sit and chillax for a wee bit and eat my lunch. Well, I did have a nice scrummy lunch, and I also brought the kuksa out with me to do a wee bit more work on it. There's still quite a fair bit to do on it, so I'm going to try and pare it down another wee bit here. So I'm going to see what that bit of wood up there's like. There's a fallen tree up there and it seems fairly solid. I can't move it, it's too heavy. But it might give me something to lean on if I go up there. So we'll go up there and see if that works. go. Got another good bit off it. Yeah, bit of a chicken leg, but I might end up getting some sort of wee cup out of it. We'll wait and see. I'm not even sure if it will work because it was diseased, that wood, so this bit in the underneath is not as hard as the handle wood, which I think it might be pine, because when you look at that it looks a lot like fat wood. So who knows, wait and see. Anyway, that heated me up. Well folks, that's me. I just had another nice one of those wee cold coffees, so that's refreshed me after the kuksa carving. I'm going to get packed up. It's 4 o'clock and it'll probably be getting dark within the next 45 minutes. So just want to make sure we get all taken down in the daylight and head back to the car. I'm not going to film the takedown, my battery's quite low anyway. I did thankfully get a replacement phone thanks to my son, who kindly donated his iPhone X. So everything that you've been watching in the last couple of episodes has been filmed with that. So that's a relief anyway. But yeah, really nice setup today. Really pleased with the layout of the shelter. Yeah, it's a bit wonky with wonky sticks. I've ordered a couple of trekking poles, so they might come in handy. I'm not sure how tall they go, that's the only thing, because I do like being able to get that big head space there so that you can, you know, stand up and move about and sit properly in it. But yeah, it's been a really nice setup today. I'm really glad I took my time with it, and as I said, I followed a formula, so I will put that in just so that everybody, I'm sure everybody knows how to build this anyway, but just so that you can see how I planned to do it, so that you know, when I came out I knew exactly what I was going to do. It still took me quite a while, as you saw, but that's because you know, I wanted to get it right. These DD tarps are really great. I mean, it's just amazing, and that is only the 3x3, and it's absolutely massive. It really is. I mean, there's plenty of room in that for 2, possibly 3 people, and you could definitely get a setup, you know, that you could stay in that overnight, just making sure it was totally secure, etc. So we'll get packed up and get on our merry way. Thanks again to everybody for watching. I really appreciate all your subscriptions, and I always read the comments, and I really appreciate the comments, especially the ones that give me advice and tips and links to you know, other channels that I've got you know, hints and tips on them as well. I'm just an urban girl out here having fun, setting up. So thanks again, and hopefully see you again in the next one. That's it, all taken down and packed into my bag, and that's exactly where we were, so no trace at all. That's it. So head back to the car now, and that's us. We're just getting the last of the daylight now. The sun's going down, so a good time to make tracks. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.